One Kefzing to start your day. Let's make a delicious smoothie. You will need some frozen berries, a couple slices of banana, nuts of your choice, some water, 1 bottle of Kefzing. Use a blender to mix all of the ingredients together. And enjoy your smoothie.
Good evening, Anastasia. How are you?
Hi, Tina. I'm fine. How are you?
Good, very well indeed. Tell me about your company, the Ambrosia Greek Snacks Company, and your kefir.
Ambrosia Greek Snacks, I started on 2014, a couple of years after I came to Ireland. I discovered the farmers market and I tried to do something on my own to introduce Greek food to Irish people because I realized that they didn't know a lot about Greek food. So I started Ambrosia Greek Snacks on 2014. And I was a vendor in the local farmers market. Started with a couple of dips and breadsticks and tiropitakia, spanakopitakia, some kind of pastries to see what here people in Ireland they would like, and to be a little bit more easy to sell, like packaging, ready, someone to grab it and put it in his bag and go. So I didn't really had hot food. It was pre-packed in a tubs for tzatziki and tirokafteri and a couple of other dips and breadsticks. And only I tried pies, spinach pies and cheese pies to see. They didn't really, people didn't know it. So I dropped this from the very early. Then I was like a couple of years with all these products, different type of products. I was changing all the time, some sweet, some savory. And then on 2017, I discovered that people is in trending. It's trend, the healthy diet and kefir. So some of my customers asked me if I do kefir. I knew kefir from Greece, but I didn't really know the way to do it or whatever needed. So I researched it. I saw that it's something that I can produce, that it has a future, that it's a trend, it's a healthy drink. It's something that I can do. So I started to focus on one product after this. I joined the Food Academy. I introduced Food Academy when I heard about it when I was in the farmers market there. There was some people that they already joined before. So I started this program that helped me a lot to put my product in the market. It cooperates with local enterprise office of Dublin and Board Via and SuperValue, the Musgrave group of shops. So it helps you in a way to get ready, to brand your product, to prepare whatever you need to prepare in order to be ready to place it in the market generally, in shops.
Yes,
and
how long did that, I mean, was that a course you did with them? Or
it's type of, they call it modules, I think.
Oh, modules, yes.
It's type of course that it was like 5-6 meetings with different type of what is your product, describe your product, what marketing you can do, how you can price it, how you can branding, And then in the final, you had a meeting if your product is approved, that it's something that it can sell, and comparing with the price that you want to sell the product, if there is any competition, if it's unique, innovating, etc. It was a panel of 5-6 people from Musgrave, Borbia, local enterprise office, and they approved at the end. And after that, you was able to approach the stores to see if they want to put it in their shop.
And you got it into Super Value.
Yes, yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's a huge leap.
This is a good opportunity. It is a good opportunity for me. And you're starting with some shops. They give you slowly. You can go to any shop you like. You can contact yourself, and you're getting some special treatment, let's say, as a vendor there, as a supplier. You have a little bit bigger margin, smaller margin, actually. Actually, you can sell it a little bit more expensive
Yes.
because it's essential for a small producer. You have to count that in the future you might need someone to distribute. So you need to have some profit share, like
Yes,
in the future,
because you have to
to
sort out your packaging and distribution, all that sort.
And the
That's
small
a lot of
amounts,
money.
and in small amounts, it's not like a factory. The
No.
price is 4 and 5 times more if you buy a couple of bottles or a full container of bottles, you know.
Of course,
So
yeah.
your cost is for sure double. So Super Value, Musgrave, actually, the whole group of Super Value giving a smaller margin, so they gaining less money from you, and they give you this opportunity to be profitable, to sell to their shop. Otherwise, if you go together with Coca-Cola, let's say, you don't have a chance because it's going to be less than the cost.
Yes,
Or
yes.
very expensive, your product, for the customer to buy it.
Yes, of course. And so is kefir your main product now?
Yes, kefir is my main product, and the kefir that I make, it's a unique in Ireland. As far as I know, I'm the only one who makes it, and it's plant-based kefir. Usually, traditionally, kefir, it's a dairy product. They use it in order to maintain milk in Caucasus between Turkey and Russia. They are started to produce kefir. It was a way to keep the milk from spoiling, and they put inside the yeast, the grains, some small bacteria, and transform it into a beverage that can last, and it's beneficial, and it doesn't spoil the milk, because they was in the mountain and they needed to maintain it for days and months. That's how it started. I use the same bacteria, the lactobacteria, but they fermenting coconut milk. So it's a plant-based drink. For people, they want to avoid dairy.
Oh, yes.
Generally, vegans, they don't like to eat any animal product. But you have the healthy bacteria that it's very resilient comparing with, let's say, water kefir, which is other bacteria that they're fermenting with sugar from fruits. This is fermenting with the sugar from the coconut, but the bacteria is much more powerful for your organism than other fermented food.
I see. And so are you going to stick with kefir, or do you have other ideas for other products going forward? Is there anything you're working on at the moment that takes...
Well, ideas, there is many. At the moment, I'm still developing kefir, because this needs a lot of work And now with the COVID and all these restrictions and the shops closed, it took me a couple of steps back. So I was in the searching for distributor and generally to develop more the specific product, the distribution actually, because the product is ready. But it stopped there because even 1-2 distributors I have, they closed. They don't distribute anymore. The shops, they don't want to take any more products. So it's all frozen at the moment. So I don't think at the moment I want to gain the ground that I lost, and all these shops that they frozen their orders, and then to see there is many possibilities with the kefir, not other products. I tried to put some flavors, like some with additional benefits, like pomegranate with antioxidant, but it comes with a little bit of cost or cost to money cost, because the legal the law about fruits is that there is some kind of extra VAT if it contains a considerable amount of sugar, even if it's from the fruit. So I stopped it there. I took it back to the original product without any sugar or anything in. And I'm trying to develop this at the moment.
Yes.
We'll see in the future.
You see, everybody, I mean, I do feel sorry for you because I know everybody is in the same position where things just came to a halt when they were trying, you know, you were actually getting places and then everything closed down.
I was in the spring when it's like an athlete, when you're sitting there ready to start, and before the game goes, something happens and then you froze, and then nothing, you just wait. And I don't know if I lost my my feet, you know, for running, because now we are more than a year frozen everything. I don't know if the market, I don't know if the shops they're gonna be still existing, working, or the ones that I was already in. And I was in the procedure to go in more shops and to find bigger, to make it a bigger business. But now we are square one and starting again. So I'm stick with this product at the moment.
Well, exactly. And I think you're very wise to stick with the one product rather than trying to, you know, expand in that way. I was going to ask you, for Greeks who have arrived here or are coming to Ireland, whether you found it easy to start your own business. But I mean, I suppose it's difficult to say now with everything being on hold.
Well, before, okay, this with the pandemic, you cannot really say it's everywhere the same. It's not about the immigration or starting in another country. It's everywhere, it's the same. But I started much earlier than this. I find it really easy. Comparing with Greece, I could say that here is online information. It's much more accessible. Like everything is online. Whatever I wanted to learn about how to start my own business, I Google it, I found it in the internet. There is public pages that you can find information very easily. And I don't have any bad memory of this. It's a couple of years now, and you're usually thinking romantically after, but still I don't have any bad experience. Everything went smoothly. I registered the name of the company. I called the health and safety to come and check my premises for to have the certificate. Everything went smoothly, no delays, nothing special about paperwork, and nothing special about capital or revenue or taxes. More than you earning, you know, because in Greece it used to be this kind of issue, like fixed taxes.
Yes.
For people, it's not very easy to start something if you have to pay something in advance.
That's right. In fact, it's very interesting to hear you say that, because a lot of the people I have interviewed for this, the website.
For the festival.
Yeah, for the festival, have all said exactly the same thing, that they found it so much easier to start a business over here than it would have been in Greece.
It is. It's more fair, I would say. It's more fair. It's more, I could say, it's personal. You feel like a real person that, I want to start a small business. So the state and the revenue and whoever checking me, it's facing me as an individual that starts a small business, not like a big businessman, like a huge company that you have, you're gonna have this kind of 1 million revenue you have to have this year. So you need to pay in advance all your taxes or whatever. I don't know exactly in Greece how it works, but it's something like this. If you have to pay fixed price for PRSI or for pension or for insurance or for this, nobody can really start because you don't really know. You can risk your personal pension for a year or two, which gives you here, the state gives you this opportunity to delay a couple of years to this kind of obligations. And this is very relaxing to start a business, I would say. You feel like a human being, like I'm gonna start, and if it doesn't work, it didn't work, because there is many people that they think of something, started and never worked. It didn't have the results that they wanted to have, so they go back to be employee for someone else. That's fair. But if they don't go with debts, you just try, you put your personal time, you put what money you have, but you don't owe to the state because you had the idea to start a business. This is the good thing.
That's all very interesting, Anastasia. I've interviewed other food companies on here. If anybody wanted to get in touch with you, maybe about supplying them or whatever, how would they get in touch with you?
Well, they can find the Ambrosia Greek Snacks at gmail.com. It's just on my email. And my website is kefzing.com. About the product, I have it in the website, is on the product. Kefzing, KEFZING.com. There is a contact form there. Anybody. I have it in most of the Dublin shops. My problem with the out of Dublin is the distributor. So if someone wants to distribute it, it's a chilled product, so it's a little bit tricky. It needs to be with fridge deliveries. But that was, I started in Super Values in other, when I found a distributor in Cork and Limerick, I've placed it there. It was starting to go well, but after, with this pandemic, the distributor stopped, the business closed.
Yes.
So I didn't have a chance. Nobody was in the office anywhere I contacted. So that was that.
I know.
And this is now it's what it is. Just need distribution. The product is ready. Everything is ready. Manufacturing and everything. I have a possibility to produce as much as I want. So let's hope that we're gonna go to the ordinary lives in short while.
Well, I sincerely hope so. It's looking better. We just have to keep our fingers crossed that things will improve. It's been a real pleasure talking to you, Anastasia, and the very, very best of luck with your business.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure, pleasure.
One Kefzing a day keeps the doctor away. For a delicious Kefzing breakfast you will need oats, nuts of your choice, fresh fruits, and 1 bottle of Kefzing coconut milk kefir. Blend them all together and leave it to set for a minute. And enjoy!